Hello, everyone. I'm looking at the landing page for University 101, and as you can see, there have been a couple of changes in that I have made sure that the link to make an appointment for a conference is very clear. Also, the link to my office hours, my open office hours each week, and that will always be there. Now, this week, we are transitioning between Unit 1 and 2. One of the things that is kind of left over from Unit 1 is needing to find an article to share with everyone. And we share those articles in the forums. So when you go to the forums, the forum home, one of the things we need to do is we have to post a response to this unit. We need to post some of our thoughts about the unit just separately there. How did discussions with the group change project go? We haven't done that yet, but that's where those will go. And then articles and thoughts from Unit 1. We have to find an article from Unit 1. So I'm going to share with you how I would go about doing that. The first thing I would do is note there are a lot of resources that are available to us in Unit 1. Please note at the very top, we have the University Unit 1 Padlet pages. So I'm going to follow that link and it will open up the Padlet for Unit 1. And for example, we have the Yakama Nation Treaty, but one of the sources recommended by our curriculum is Indian Country News Online Today. And so if I want to find something that pertains to the Indigenous community, I might start there. You'll notice they have news, newscasts, things about the coronavirus, classifieds culture, outside, press pool, opinion, and lifestyle. They also have on the front of this various things, drastic changes in ice levels affecting sea hunting, Indigenous goddess we all need. Check on your elders. Vice President Harris works on reproductive rights. Increasing Indigenous visibility. Director Sterling Harjo talks about reservation dogs. Indian Country Today, recent articles, the rap, the mind behind reservation dogs. Tribes demand emergency protection for wolves. Push for Indigenous curriculum makes gains. First Aboriginal vote cover model back after 20 years and other information. So this, as I view it just today, has these things. It will probably change tomorrow and be different, but that would be a beginning. And I would ask each of you to choose one of those articles of interest, um, whatever article is of interest on the day that you are looking at this publication. And then I would say read that article, uh, copy a link to that article, and post it back at our site under the forums. So again, the forum that you would need to post that under would be right here. And then you would simply add a post including the link. All right, we need to do something similar concerning racial injustices and the African American experience. So let's go through and look at our various resources. We don't necessarily have an immediate resource in the way we did in that last section, but what we might do is look to the front of this, in which you'll remember that everyone has a free access who is a heritage student to the New York Times. So we could go to the New York Times, and when you do this, you'll have to find your school. In our case, Heritage University. And it'll ask which you are, and I'll say that. And then I'm still active, so I'm just going to directly go to the New York Times. Now, once I'm here, I would have to search a little bit. Now, I have some options here. If I were to visit, for example, let's go back to our main page in Unit 2. In Unit 2, if I were to visit um, the section that is the Padlet, and you'll again see the Padlet right at the top of the page, I would notice that there are a lot of different artists, individuals, subjects pertaining to Black American experience in the United States. So, for example, I could look up something about Chadwick Boseman or Maya Angelou. I might look up something about this Smithsonian on 1619 issue. You'll notice that that article actually already exists, and it's perfectly fine for you to choose one of these, although we're hoping you will expand upon that subject. So I could choose a person, for example, or a subject. I could say something like civil rights in USA. And let's see what I get if I do that. And I've got an opinion piece when politics isn't about principle. That might have something there. I think though, I think I want to go back to um, Black American civil rights. Separate but equal, the court said, one voice dissented. So this looks like a historical piece, which might be of interest. Um, Black officials accused Nixon of inconsistency in civil rights. So some of these are even historical. This is from 1969, that one. And then this is a discussion of a book. You could do that. You could choose a book if you wanted to. Um, this is an interesting thought to me. Right. So I might choose a book review, for example, and then I could go into that book review and read what I thought about this, and I could copy that link and I could take that over to Unit 2, and then I could copy that when I'm doing my forum. And we'll notice that the forms we have to complete is a general form we do at the end of the unit, your notes or your journal ideas. I've got a content and reflection. And in this, that's where we might incorporate that. So we have to do a content and reflection piece. So this is where you could post that article, as well as what you thought about the general week's content right in there. So that is a beginning to what we're doing for now. And then there also will be a week 5 in there. So, all right. Okay, so thank you for the moment, and I hope that this little mini tutorial will be of help. Stay safe, be well. I'll see you soon. Many thanks. Stay safe, be well.